We're starting our discussion about forms actually on the back end. After your user has filled out the form and hit the submit button, the form is sent off and it interacts with a script. The script is sitting somewhere on your server. If you're using GoDaddy or One-in-One, Fat Cow, Ready Hosting, there are scripts that are already there available for you as part of your package to process the form, have the information sent back to you or your client in the form of an email. So before we even worry about creating the form in Dreamweaver, I want to show you where that script might be, because you're going to need to know that so you can point the form to that. You can certainly go through the form process and practice without knowing this, but at some point you really do want your form to work. I have an account at GoDaddy, and I want to show you two options of where you could find that script. I'm logging into my account right now using Fetch, so I know I have this is just kind of a sandbox account I have, PennyAguileraDesign.com, my username and password, and I'm going to connect. And there's a whole bunch of stuff in here as it logs in. There are two possible scripts in here that you may want to use. One is called gdform.php, and the other, and this is the one I'm actually going to use, is called webformmailer.php. Now, if you're not using GoDaddy, it's possible that the names of these files are something different, but usually they have form in the name or form mail. So do a little bit of research if you're not using GoDaddy and find out, maybe through the help section, what the name of this might be. So I already knew my FTP login and I knew how to get into my files, but I also want to show you through GoDaddy, which is, a little more daunting. I don't think their site is very intuitive, so just kind of bear with me here. I'm logged into the main window. I'm choosing my account. Once I'm here, I have two possible domain names. I'm going to choose PennyAguileraDesign.com. Now that I'm here, and if you've found another faster way to get here, then please, by all means, give that a try. So related products, hosting, hosted here. I'm going to click on the choice that says Manage. And it scrolls down automatically to a section called My Products. And once again, I see the two domains that I have hosted through GoDaddy. And I'm going to launch PennyAguileraDesign.com. So this is where I need to be. If I wanted to install WordPress or shopping cart or some other applications, I'm seeing that over here. But where I want to be right now is FTP File Manager. And this is, you don't actually need to use Fetch or Dreamweaver. You could upload and manage everything right through GoDaddy. In my opinion, it's a little bit clumsier. I prefer one of the other methods. But nonetheless, these are your files. And likely you'll have less files than I have. I've been experimenting, and as I said earlier, this is sort of a sandbox site for me that I just experiment with. So let's see, the gdform.php is here, and it only shows you a few files at a time, so I know the other one was called Web Form Mailer. I'm going to have to go to the next page in order to see that, and here that is. Now, another possible hiccup that I want to just forewarn you about is that permissions need to be established so that this file is writable and able to be executed or executable. So check over here in permissions, and web visible, yes. Executable, yes. And if it's not, for some reason, just choose the file by checking the checkbox. And up in this top menu area, there's a permissions option, and it will allow you to have this again, be web visible, executable. You can go into advanced permissions. I would also recommend that you allow this to be writable, so having checkboxes on all 6 of these options. So read, write, and execute on all levels. So again, if you're not using GoDaddy, your hosting will also allow you to establish permissions. So the script needs to have full permission, and you need to know where the script is. So I've taken care of that. I'm going to close that, or OK. And I'm just remembering now that the script that I want to interact with is called webformmailer.php, and it's right at the root level.